Good morning, good afternoon or good evening. It's Roger Gilbert here. I'm at EuroTier 22 in Hannover, Germany, and it's the last day of the show. And I'm very pleased to say that I'm on the stand of Beneo, and it's a nutritional company out of Germany and Benelux, or Belgium. And I'm with Karel Thurman, and I'm with Maygane Ronsmans. And Karel is the commercial director, and Maygane, you're the
product manager
of the company. And what I'm here wanting to learn is what products have you brought to the show this year, Karel?
First of all, thank you for the interview, Roger, and welcome to our booth. We are happy to have you here, and it was a good fair for us at EuroTier. And what we brought today or this week is especially our new ingredients, being the Faba ingredients, where Beneo has announced its investment of 50 million euros for building a new plant on Faba ingredients in Germany.
Right. Right, and could you take us through a few of the products that you're putting forward on the show this year?
Yes, so for the Faba, we have mainly 3 products which we will be producing. First of all, it's the Faba protein concentrate, which is of course the main product for us. We have secondly also a starch flour, a starch-rich flour, which is a co-product from this process. And then third, it's a Faba fibre, which is the hulls, which will eventually be in a pelletized form and also become available for animal nutrition.
And what improvements can we expect to gain from the use of these products?
Well, I think Maygane is very well suited to comment on that as product manager.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. So thanks for the interview. I think with the Faba bean we really clearly bring sustainable alternatives ingredients as sources of protein, starch and also fibers to the market. So because the sustainability has really been the focus from all the stage of the production. So actually, as you may know, the Faba beans are really an exceptional crop because they don't need so much water nor so much fertilizer to be grown. So that's also already a first point of the sustainability aspect. Then at Beneo, we really source our Faba beans locally in Germany. So really surrounding the factory, so we don't need to transport them for long traveling. And then also the production process has been really focused on sustainability because we use the dry fractionation, which is a process that requires much less water and energy than other processes. And then, as Karel explained, we will use the entire crop from the peel to the core of the Faba bean, so really we valorize all the ingredients.
Okay.
This is the first point for the Faba bean, and then nutritionally, as said, they will bring protein, so alternative protein, sustainable, plant-based, and also starches with the starch-rich flour and fiber.
Yeah.
So,
well, before we talk about the starch and other products, you did mention earlier that you have more than one production unit. You talked about Germany, but is this product, we're at an international show, are these products available globally? Karel?
Well, definitely. So Beneo has 4 product lines, and we have production sites all over the world. Of course, it depends upon product to product whether you can make it available locally or globally, because we also want to stay with certain products close to our factories and have a local valorization of them. Beneo has plants in Belgium, Germany, Italy, and then also even in Chile to serve the Latin American and the North American market. So with those plants, we are convinced that we can serve our products globally.
And you were talking before about the digestibility aspect of some of these products, that maybe we have to protect gut health more or be more aware of gut health. What's your response to that sort of question about how do we maintain gut health?
I think we have some functional ingredients that will even improve the gut health. There we talk about our chicory prebiotic fibers, inulin oligofructose, that will really feed the good bacteria of the gut. So with this ingredient we really feed the good bacteria and have an added value on the gut health. But also all our ingredients, the vegetal protein, but also we have some source of carbohydrates, will propose some alternative ingredient that will help also to maintain the gut health. So we have some ingredients that really have an added value, some others that will just represent good alternative ingredient that could maintain the gut health. And we know how it's important to maintain the overall health of the animals.
Yes. And we're standing in front of a display here of different types of products. Karel, can you tell us a little bit about what we're looking at here?
Yeah, these are really the 4 product lines Beneo is working on. First of all, as Maygane has explained, we have the chicory-derived products. We produce inulin and oligofructose based on chicory. This is a natural root which has a natural source of inulin, and inulin is well known as a prebiotic. It's one of the most well-known prebiotics in the world. Very large amount of studies which prove the benefit both in human and in animal nutrition. The striking thing is that it's not only in pigs or poultry, but also dogs, cats, and even fish can benefit from this unique fiber source. A second product line is the functional carbohydrates product line. If it's more convenient, I can take it over. Is the functional carbohydrate product line, where Beneo is specialized in the conversion of traditional sugar, so saccharose, into a more special sugar, being isomaltulose. And isomaltulose is still a disaccharide of sucrose, of glucose and fructose, but is digested in a much more smoother way. So you don't have this high peaks in energy which you have with the traditional saccharose. It gives a more sustained energy release. Interesting as well is especially in ruminant nutrition, we see that a part of these sugars are also bypass sugars. This means that they will not be fermented on ruminal level, but go directly towards the small intestine of the cow or of the ruminant, where it provides directly its energy. And in that sense, it can be a source of energy which can replace, for instance, propylene glycol or glycerine as very high energy ingredients in the feeding of a dairy cow. The third product line is the rice ingredients. Rice ingredients, Beneo is the leading producer of rice starches and also produces high quality rice flours. So we buy rice brokens all over the world, depending upon the origin, different varieties, because rice is really an interesting raw material, having different starch profiles, different digestion profiles, and so we are sourcing worldwide to really have the right product for our customers. We produce the starches, but also the proteins and the rice flours. So rice protein again can be an alternative vegetable protein source, which is especially interesting for pet nutrition or young animal nutrition, because it's very highly digestible, but also provokes hardly any allergic reaction for those sensitive animals. And then fourth product line is the functional proteins. There Beneo has 2 main vegetable proteins. First of all, it's the vital wheat gluten. The vital wheat gluten, which are produced as a co-product from starch, bioethanol and glucose production. And it's a very high value protein source. It contains more than 80% protein. It's a very highly digestible protein source and is well suited for instance, aqua feed, but also pet food, because it has also some technological virtues, and for the young animal nutrition. Interesting to know, because you were referring to the how we support the gut health, is that wheat protein contains very high levels of glutamine, and glutamine is a very good source of energy for the gut cells, so they really stimulate a good development of the gut. And then, of course, the second product within the functional proteins is the Faba ingredients, which Maygane already commented to.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. I mean, that's quite comprehensive and very intriguing that you're covering right from big animals, large animal ruminants in dairy cattle, all the way through the pets. And I think that there seems to be product around the gut. It seems to be important to all these species. And what you're doing is multi-species ingredients, which is I'm very pleased to hear. Is there anything else you'd like to mention while we talk? I was thinking about antimicrobials and the removal of antibiotics, and how do we manage that through ingredients that we use? Can we seriously look forward to not having to use antibiotics in the future by being more specific about some of these ingredients we're choosing?
Yeah, I think we can, in this case, mention the chicory prebiotic. That will be really natural support for the gut health. So by improving the gut microbiota, you will therefore improve the gut health and don't need that much antibiotics. And also, we will talk for pet food with the addition of chicory prebiotic, you will help them to live longer and healthier. If we'll talk about production animals, by improving their gut health and also improving the intestinal structure of their gut mucosa, you will improve their growth performance, which is also a side benefit sometimes of giving some antimicrobial or growth promoting agents. So with our chicory probiotic, I think you can support therefore the gut health and help to remove the antimicrobials from their diets.
Yes. I mean, it's a fascinating area, and I think it's an area where we have to pay more attention to. And I think formulators need to be aware of these types of products. And I think being at this show is fantastic as an international show. But hopefully we'll see you at many other shows around the place promoting these types of ingredients. But thank you very much, Karel. Karel, any last comment?
No, just I wanted to build on what Maygane says,
Yes.
and also what you said. Replacement of antibiotics will not be something with a one single ingredient solution. And I think it will be a whole concept which you need to develop. And our look at ingredients is that really you have to have the insight in every ingredient. Every ingredient can be a part of that solution, going from the carbohydrate source or the energy source you provide up until the protein source. And it's really making sure that that animal gets the right nutrients at the right place in the gut.
Any final comment?
No, just thank you very much and hope to see you again in another show.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for joining us, and all the best, especially on this last day of the show. Thank you.
Thank you.